Hello, everyone out there in Flosstube land. Welcome to my home. I sound weird now. Hi, glad to see all y'all. As you may or may not know, my name's Joe. This is my Flosstube channel. I have just a little bit to show, actually, and after I show you this, I'll explain why I only have a little bit to show. It's actually good news. Y'all gonna like it. But let me show you this first, okay? I had two projects I had to do some frogging on and then finish. So that was my goal, because the last hasn't even been a week yet since my last video. So I did it last Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So it's only been 6 days. Well, that can't be right. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days. I don't know how I got 7 out of 5. I'm going to have to rewatch this to see how I did that. Okay, so it's only been 5 days. But like I said, I had some frogging to do and then restitching to do. So the first one I did was my sunflower ones. I had to pull out. I've been having troubles with this one. I thought this one was going to be so easy, but it seems like every time I turn around, I'm having to frog. So, because I had to frog a couple of times in this area. I did all this fine, no problem. And then I got to this area and I had to frog like 2 or 3 times. And then I got up here and I had to frog the $1, because it was off. So I did that, and I'm happy to say that I'm finally finished. Whoops. Back in there. I finally finished. And oops. There it is. Oops. I really need to get something to put behind these things. I love the way it turned out. It was just, and it would have been easy if I wouldn't have messed up so much. I do think it looks a little bit odd that this is, I guess, a booth, and there's like nothing in the booth. It's just an empty booth. And I thought about trying to stitch something in it, but I'm not good enough to come up with something on my own and stitch it in there. I would just mess it up. I chose that there was a top line and a bottom line, like for a border. I chose not to do that because I didn't see the purpose in it. I don't think it adds anything, and I don't think it takes away anything by not putting it in there. So I just left it off. Oh, excuse me. I had a taco bowl today, and it's like, I keep burping. Sorry. Is that a TMI? I don't know. All right, so that's that. So I do like it. I mean, that's why I started it, because I love this pattern. I wouldn't say I love it, but you know, I liked it a lot. Enough to bring it home and stitch it. All right, so that one's done now. Get in there. Oh, that doesn't fit in there. That's right. All right, so that was that one. Then I had some frogging to do on this one. Oh, look, you could reflection. Okay, so I had some frogging I had to do on this one. Not much, but it's some of the gray parts over here. It's hard to see. So I did that, and then I finished this one. Well, I want to open, okay, because I didn't have it. Then I finished this one. Ta-da! And is this the right side? Yeah. Okay. And this one, okay, yeah, you can see that it says Adventure. This one, when I FFO it, I'm just going to put it in like a frame or something. Something real easy. We'll be going out in our trailer. This is our trailer piece. I got another one, but I'm not going to start it right away. It took me a while to figure out what this is right here. I'm like, what is that? I know this is a s'more, but I couldn't figure out what this is. Then I realized it was a hot dog. And the reason why I had a hard time figuring out it was a hot dog, because on my hot dogs, I don't put mustard. I put ketchup or chili. We either have, a hot dog with ketchup, or we have a chili dog. I don't put mustard on mine. Or I didn't grow up putting mustard on hot dogs, so it didn't catch real quick. But yeah. I almost asked my husband, what do you think this is? And I'm glad I didn't, because then he would have given me a hard time for not knowing it was hot dog. So yeah, so that one's finished. So those two I got finished. Now, see, I got two things to tell you. The first thing I want to tell you is this, you won't see a video on this channel for a while. Probably quite a while. If everything works out, this will be the last video you see on this channel. Not that I'm not going to be doing videos. I am. But me and Terry have decided to resurrect Absent-Minded Stitchers. Who out there remembers the Absent-Minded Stitchers? I do. Yeah, so we're going to start doing Absent-Minded Stitchers. We're going to start filming together. We're only going to do it every other week instead of weekly. Because that's easiest for both of us. Because, you know, we both, for some reason, you would think the older we get, our life gets more slow paced. No, for both of us, it's ramped up some. So we're going to do it every other weekend. Our first one's going to be next Thursday. Not this coming Thursday, but the Thursday after. So keep an eye out open for that. I'll post it when we do it. I'll post the link in Cross Stitch Finish Line, and I'll post the link in the Facebook group called I think it's just called Flosstube. I don't know who did that, but that was a good idea to have that page. So I'll do that. Let's see. Oh, I want to tell you, I don't know, did I tell you in the last video that we signed up Erica for a beginner gymnastics class? Well, she has class every Tuesday, so we took her today because today's Tuesday, and she had a ball. She is loving it, and she's not scared to do anything the teachers or the coaches ask her to do, you know, since this being her first time. She's the only one in the class that this is her first time taking a class. Everyone else has had at least one block of classes, because a block of classes is 3 months long, 1 day a week. So she's like a newbie. But she's doing really good. Coaches absolutely adore her, and I'm like, you should come home with her. Sometimes she's like, ah. No, she's sweet. I love her, but yeah, sometimes she can be a handful, as all children can. So, other than that, Samantha, as I told y'all, is pregnant, and she's due in December, and she went to the doctor last week. So I asked her, I said, how much weight have you gained? And she looked at me, she says, 1 pound. I said, you gotta be kidding me. She says, no, I've been losing weight ever since my pregnancy. She says, the first time I've gained weight, 1 pound. And I'm like, well, that means you're eating better than before you were pregnant, because you're pregnant now and you're taking care of the baby. She says, yeah. I'm like, okay. So that's good. But she's got a little baby bump. Oh, it's so cute. She won't let me touch it, though. She won't let me touch the baby. That's rude. All right, anyway. Oh, yeah, so Absent-Minded Stitchers. When we do our video next week, we're going to explain to y'all what our rotation is, what we're going to be planning, and because we got certain plans and everything. But there's one thing that I'm doing. Terry's not doing it. She's doing something else. But this is what I'm doing. I've been watching a lot of videos, and I've been seeing a lot of people stitching with the show, the Great American Bake Off in UK, or I don't know, something, the Bake Off one in UK, in England. And I thought about it, and that sounded like fun. I'm like, well, that sounds like fun. I said, maybe I'll do that. But it's too much work, because you got to give each category a point, like, you know, who comes in first, who got this and who got that. Then you got to assign, I don't, it's just, you know, too much work. So what I've decided to do, and then I had a great idea, and this is what I'm going to do. I love watching the Great Food Truck Race. Is that what it's called? The Great American? No, I don't think it's the Great American. I think it's the Great Food Truck Race. I've been watching it. I just started watching it not that long ago. And I don't watch it when it comes on. I watch it, I'm like a couple episodes behind, but I watch it every Sunday. So I've decided that's what I'm going to stitch to. It's going to be really easy. I'm going to take whoever wins that week, whoever has the most money. I'm going to take that amount, like this week I wrote it down. They did, hang on, I got to find the right page. The winner won the winning team made $3,778. So what I do is I take the last number off, which is the 8. So I have to stitch 377 stitches. And I'm going to pick one project to do that, and I've picked, is this the right one? Yeah, the 4th of July rules. I have this bottom one done. I have this, I have 3 done. So I'm like almost halfway done. So yeah, I am halfway done. Because 1, 2, 3. So this is not going to take as long as I thought it was. So I need to stitch 377 stitches, which I've already done, but I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you till next Thursday, because this is with me and Terry. So this is what I'm doing. And then when this one's done, when I'm done with this stitch, then I'll pick something else to put it in its place. And here's the thing. I'm not going to stop doing it. When I'm done watching this season, between this season and the next season, I'll go back and watch a season I haven't watched before, and I'll just keep doing it. Every Sunday, I'll be getting a number of stitches to do for this. So then that's going to help me get stuff finished. So, because 377 stitches, I got that done just in a couple hours. And it was a pretty big chunk. I was, at first I was going to do, a stitch per dollar, which meant I would have had to stitch 3,778 stitches. And I thought, oh yeah, I can do that. And then I'm like, what am I thinking? I can't do that. Not in a week. Not unless I want to, and touch my other projects. No, I don't want to do that. So that's one of my plans. I got other ones, and if you want to know what they are, then you need to come watch Absent Minded Stitchers next week when we post our first video on Thursday, which I think is the 18th. I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it, and I hope I see all y'all there. All right, bye-bye.